Yes, this is how I'm pulling up after being gone for like 3 months. What of it? Hello, North Nation. It is I, Alexander, and I think there's a rebranding in order for this channel. Uh, from now on, I know I've been gone, but I plan to be uploading once a week, doing daily Timberwolves content of some sort. I'm not sure exactly what that's going to be, but it probably entails just me talking about the team and just all the things that have happened that week. Probably a lot of pain. Don't know what I'm going to call this channel, but it's definitely going to be something different. It's going to be entirely Timberwolves focused. I actually might include other NBA things if they impact the Timberwolves, which everything does. And in honor of opening night, the first game of the Timberwolves' official NBA season, in honor of returning of the NBA, I wanted to return this channel to its former whatever it was. It wasn't glory. I was gonna say glory, but it's never glory. Anyway, Timberwolves lineup review. I want to see how they're going to start the season. Just give my thoughts on every single player on the team, and that is what you're going to get. Don't ask for anything more. Starting at point guard, D'Angelo Russell, former All-Star and current Timberwolves offensive guy. He averaged, speaking of offense, for us he averaged 21 points, 6.5 assists, and 4.5 rebounds. Those are good numbers. What can I say? He's an All-Star. He's very good. He's very good friends with Karl-Anthony Towns, and I think he will be a key in making him stay. Superstar, finally. I'm hoping, I'm praying, I don't want him to leave. Anyway, I think he and Towns both emphasize the epitome of all of the problems with this team. Defense. They're pretty alright offensively. They seem to get along just fine there. They shoot a whole bunch of threes, and that pretty much encapsulates their offense. But for defense, that is a whole nother story. If I'm remembering correctly, D'Angelo Russell I think had one of the worst defensive net box plus minuses in the entire NBA. So he is pretty much a sieve. And when both of your two all-stars are sieves on defense, then you are a team that might not win a whole lot of games. Now, thankfully, we have players like our starting small forward, Josh Okogie, on our team. Josh Okogie is a player who I really like. He didn't average many points. I think he only averaged like 8, but he is a player who plays with a lot of heart, hustle. He's smart defensively. He is athletic as hell. I've seen this man's dunks. Josh Okogie is great on defense, but my one concern with him is offense, which doesn't seem right for this team. He cannot shoot, frankly. He can't dribble. He can barely pass. But I think if we just get his shot up, he will have a long career in this league. And I already love him. I'm sure all of you love him. The Minnesota Timberwolves fan base loves him. And I hope he can just stick around and become better with us. The next player I want to talk about is starting shooting guard Malik Beasley. I don't want to talk about him. I really don't. So I'm not going to. He's great on offense, not that good on defense. I'm not going to touch on his off-the-court issues, because who would want to do that? But I hope he gets those resolved, and I hope that he will continue to become a great contributing factor to this up-and-coming young budding team that we are creating in Minnesota. Speaking of players who are going to develop into the greatest players in Timberwolves history, let's talk about the number 1 overall pick, Anthony Edwards. Edwards, out of Georgia. Big, strong, built like a bulldog. Powers through you for a dunk, can step back for a 3, good handles, good everything. Good shot. Built like an NFL player, really. And that is the concern, that he would rather play in the NFL than the NBA. And frankly, he has shown this in the preseason games. I watched some highlights, and he did not look good. 5 points in the first game, like 8, 12 points in the second one. And the third and fourth ones don't really matter, but nobody cares. It's preseason. We're just getting into it. And it's Anthony Edwards. He's a rookie. These were always the concerns. But the problem is, he's the number 1 overall pick. And he has to show something more than what he's shown lately. So hopefully Ryan Saunders can get his staff and just start digging into this guy and pounding information into him and making him really put effort in on defense, and sometimes he will do that, but other times he will not, and I think he just needs to get used to the NBA game. And if he can do that, then there is no doubt in my mind that he will succeed. Next is our rotation of power forwards, starting with Jake Layman. Layman is a 6'9", some 200-something pound forward who came from Portland to us and signed free agency. He can shoot a little bit, play a little bit of defense, pass some, handle the ball some. He can even show off the occasional display of athleticism, jump out the gym. I've seen that man jump out the gym a couple times. So he will be a very nice piece for us. He won't be anything too special, but he's a solid, sound role player, just like Juancho Hernan-Gomez. Juancho is just recently signed a contract for fairly cheap, and he isn't really asked to do much. All he needs to do is shoot threes, maybe defend a wing or two, which he is capable of, I would hope, and not get in anyone's way. And that's all he's really done so far. Jarrett Culver was the number 6 overall pick in the 2019 NBA draft. He has not looked good so far. He has no shot, no handle. He is very foul prone. But one thing I can say that he has going for him is his defense. He is very physically gifted. He seems to read defenses very well. He gets a whole lot of steals. He's athletic, he can dunk, and also he has a nice passing game. I'm not holding out hope for him to become a superstar, because actually, no. I'm down on him very much, but I am rooting for him to finally get what he had back at Texas Tech in that championship game in the Final Four, and just come back and show that heart, that grind, that ability to just do everything at an elite level. Get that shot back that he had in the Final Four. I want this guy to be good, but I don't know if it's going to happen. And if he can't, I think he'll be all right no matter what. I think that players like Jared Vanderbilt, who's a player who I really like, has a lot of potential, can shoot, handle the ball a little bit, definitely play some straight-up defense, just needs to get his head in the game a bit. And Naz Reid, again, plays with heart and also has a bit of a shot too. Dunks a whole lot, and I think they can learn from a player like Ed Davis, who is a journeyman, 30-year-old, last played for, I don't even know who he last played for, honestly. I think it was the Jazz, yeah. He did play for the Jazz last year. We signed him from there. He does all the little things really well, intelligent, smart, plays the game right, good defense, and he'll be great for just shoring up this veteran presence for this team, and I can't wait to have him around for maybe 1 year, and then he'll probably move on. Thank you, Ed Davis. One player who I hope will never be moving on ever again is my main man, Ricky Rubio. Ricky Rubio, that's the whole reason I made this video. You were all pranked. It's just a welcome back for Ricky Rubio. Ricky Rubio, so many things are returning this year. This dying, awful channel, the NBA, a dying, awful league. I'm kidding, it's amazing. And Ricky Rubio, the pride and joy of Minnesota, the Spaniard. Luka before Luka. The man with all the passes, and apparently he can shoot now too, because he shot like, I think, 35% from 3 last year with Phoenix. But yes, Timberwolves legend, point guard, steady veteran presence before we needed a steady veteran presence, before he was a veteran actually. And just, man, I miss that guy. Someone who can play some defense, even out the offense, make everything flow, and just be Ricky Rubio. That's all I need him to be. Welcome back, Ricky. And then, of course, there are a whole bunch of players who I don't know about, not the least of which is Jalen Nowell, who was on a couple 10-day contracts last year, eventually got called up for a full contract, and now he's playing with us. And he seems to have a very good three-point shot, decent handle, maybe all right at playing defense, and I did not play this very well. Hopefully, if I have more time, because of course there's always school and such, I can make a better video than this. But for now, this is what you get. Suck it. Ah. Watch my YouTube video, subscribe, hit like, hit bell things. Yes, no, nobody watches this channel anymore. Nobody cares. Thank you, goodbye, and always remember, we the North!